Hello. Welcome to Switch It Up. We have finally made it to sunshine. And it's like 55 degrees at the Pima County Fairground in Arizona because we have our United rally coming up. And Sheila and I are heading out to go do a couple things. And we thought we'd have an interesting video for you today. Let me go see if she's about ready. Are you about ready? This door's squeaky. Think that could be any squeakier? This squeaky door. We're gonna fix
I've
that.
asked you to fix it, but we don't know how.
There's Sheila. Okay, we are. Are you about ready? I saw the Bronco running as I came up the steps, so apparently we're leaving.
Yes, I need a coat and some shoes.
Because we are in 55-degree weather, which is very nice. But today's video, what are we talking about?
Well, all across America right now, it is showtime. There is RV shows everywhere.
Ohio, Kansas City, Tampa, Quartzsite, everywhere.
Everywhere. And you might be going to one of those. And I remember our very first show
experience. It was a hot mess. It was a hot mess.
Right. So we're just going to give you some tips to maybe not make it a hot mess for you.
But first, how did we get to 55-degree weather? Because us leaving from Kansas City to here was kind of a hot mess. So we thought maybe we could share with you this experience before we give you the tips.
That sounds like a great idea. And maybe we just need to change the name of our channel to Hot Mess Express. Because that's what it's been lately.
That's why it's called Switch It Up.
Okay, so we're switching it up today on you. Going to show you the hot mess we are.
That makes them want to stick around. Roll the intro. We're jumping in the Bronco. We'll catch you on the other side of our Hot Mess Express.
A man and a woman left their home to switch things up and go on the road. They didn't know where they would go, but it's gotta be better than staying home. They switched it up. They switched it up.
Biggest point about RV life is to be flexible. We weren't supposed to be leaving yet, but there is a massive storm coming, and we are trying to get out of here before Kansas City gets dumped on. You having fun yet?
5 years. This starts the 5th year.
It does start the 5th year.
I'm cold.
Yeah, this is why we left.
Yeah, we did leave.
We did leave, and we left in the cold and in a snowstorm 5 years ago. So, just remember, be flexible, change your plans, watch the weather. I wish we could say we were going somewhere warm. We're just trying to get away from the snow, that's all.
I know, everything's
It's getting cold out.
The caps are broke because it's so brittle on the outlets for the sewer, and then
what's that?
Hose.
That's new.
What?
I've not seen that before.
I put that on longer.
No,
The hose.
put that on. The hose was hard to roll up, was it?
Yeah. That hose did not want to roll up.
So I wish we could say we were chasing 70, but we're not chasing 70. We are being chased out by snow. All right. Do you remember how to do this?
I don't know. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Good weeks. You know how these things are supposed to stop? We figured out. They didn't stop.
They didn't?
No. Oh no.
Oh no. That's never good. What'd you hear?
Oh. It didn't stop because it didn't go all the way up. I think it's too cold.
It's too cold. Do you want me to try to move them up higher more again?
You and the motorist ahead of you, and allow extra time to reach your destination. Avoid sudden braking or acceleration, and be especially cautious on hills or when making turns. Make sure your car is winterized and in good working order. Repeating, a winter storm warning remains in effect from 9 cloudy with a high in the upper 20s. East wind between 9 and 13 miles per hour.
And this starts the 2025 RV season. Should be an interesting year as we leave right before a winter storm and we embark on our new journey. Roads are getting bad. Semi rolled in front of me on its side under a bridge.
State was there down there at the very end, and then they had a concert up here. I would think they would slope it that way for drainage if you just parked this north to south instead of east to west. Are you going to turn around or are you going to park here? You got that.
Here, we're perfect, unless he tells us to leave.
Are we going to put the pads down?
They sent us over here because we're an RV, but we're too big. So he said we couldn't park.
That one, I don't know why they do it like that.
They said because I have a semi truck, even though I'm an RV, they said I can't park over there.
Because they want all semis to park over here for some reason.
That's fine. Can I park away from everybody though?
The only place I could have you park away is you see where those lights are?
Yeah.
Right in the center?
Yeah.
I could have you go through there, turn around, and then park the front of your truck towards my shack.
Yeah.
As long as you're staying up near the poles over there.
Yeah.
I could have you do that.
This is like deja vu. Like when we first started out our first year, we went right into cold, and this is like the coldest in decades it's ever been. And we've made it 5 hours south of KC through the ice storm, which was brutal yesterday.
Yeah, but it's like all of that area, like the roads are shut down now.
Yeah, Kansas City got shut down. We missed this by probably 2 hours. We left 2 hours, just enough time. And then from there, we got to Wichita, and all hell broke loose. Like semis, let a semi go off the road. We had cars everywhere.
That wasn't like I didn't see that in the forecast. Like it wasn't dipping down that far.
Yeah.
So in hindsight, we should have left a little earlier.
Yeah, and then we get here, which is what resort casino?
We are at
Wynwood?
a Riverwind
Riverwind.
Casino parking lot. They just let you boondock in the lot for 2 hours or 2
Yes.
nights, up to 2 nights.
We got kicked out.
We got moved.
We got moved. Everybody
From,
does the kicked out video.
We got moved from asphalt to dirt.
Yeah, where we parked before, so they have this amazing place that you can camp overnight, go in and grab some food. Well, now that we have the semi on the front, the security guard comes up and says, hey, you're going to have to go move over to the other lot.
To the truck side.
Which was no big deal.
Yeah,
but
I get it. It's gravel over here and the weight on the asphalt.
Totally understand.
Totally understand.
They were very nice. But
Now
now
we're going to battle the wind.
yeah, so we wake up to 30-mile-an-hour winds with 50-mile-an-hour gusts. But we're traveling south. The winds are
Should be at
at our
left.
rear. And then if we can go 2 hours, all the winds start to die down to like mid-20s.
So I just want to get us a little bit farther south, and then we'll hunker down for the night because it's still cold.
Look at Sheila.
It is still cold.
This is like deja vu from the first year. She has got a hat on. She's warming plants up. Like this is like deja vu all over again.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm just putting stuff away.
I got to tell you something.
Okay.
It seems to be an ongoing thing.
You were only gone like 10 minutes. Not even. How can you have something to tell me already?
Well, I pulled the propane tanks off.
Yeah. Because we're going to go fill them.
Yeah, this one's completely empty over here.
You mean that one?
I flipped the knob over like it says, and it was red. So when I went to pull the propane tank, I was like, this is really heavy. And I never turned the knob on the top. We didn't have to sit in cold. It was, come on, that's funny. We should have propane coming. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's completely full. We have a full bottle.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
We have a full bottle. So maybe our dealer did feel...
Yeah, I feel bad about the dealer. I'm really sorry about that, guys. It's the noob in me. Oh, look it. Hey, we can turn on the heater! Yeah, I'm gonna turn the heater on now.
I might find it funny.
Like when?
I don't know. I froze my ass.
Hey, it's a family channel! Family!
Yeah.
So, the
It
difference.
looks like we didn't learn anything the first time around.
I didn't, yeah, except the propane. We don't have to worry about propane for heating.
Yeah, we do have heat. So
Yes.
that's good.
So,
But it's cold out there. So now we're going to go battle the wind and see if we can make it to South Texas. Or
if you can
middle of
hear it,
Texas.
it rattles. There's the weather stripping like you have on top. It just rattles that because it's been so brutal. So,
Which is a reason why I'm glad we don't have slide toppers, because we would have to bring all these slides in last night.
yeah, that's a whole topic for another video, slide toppers. We elected not to have slide toppers, and everyone was like, why would you do that? It's like, I don't want to deal with the noise. So,
And they probably would have ripped them off at 50 mile an hour
Yeah.
winds.
can you hear it? We're at 52,000 pounds. We're under 52,000 pounds on the RV itself. And when it moves us just a little bit, can you imagine what it would be like in our Grand Design?
Yeah, we better get out on the road today, and we better not see like any like little travel trailers running down the road. I'll be telling you, get off the road.
Get off the road.
Get off the
There
road.
is a wind thing. Like, you cannot drive. Like, we were many times in our Grand Design where we did not drive.
No, we pulled over, like, just the wind just sucks up and underneath you, and you just see people tipped over, and it's just not worth it. So we're
So-
only going to go a couple hours.
Get further south. We're 72,000 pounds, so it doesn't affect us as much.
Find some full hookups. This girl has not had a full hookup since before Thanksgiving.
That's a long time. We're now
Long
in
time.
January.
a
So it's
long
true.
time.
Okay, we'll go battle the wind.
Take a
It's
hot
bad out
shower
there.
tonight. That'd be
That'd be nice.
fantastic.
It is so cold and windy. This is the first while. So, generator's running. Oh my goodness, is it cold. I got it. Don't worry. Oh, man. Is this snow? Okay, we're gonna do this thing. We're gonna go about, I think, 2.5 or 3 hours to get out of the main wind, the snow that's starting to fall, because now they're saying the snow has made its down. It's like the coldest cold snap in like decades, I guess. And hopefully we're gonna fight with the wind, but it'll be at our rear after looking at going I-35 south and how the wind is doing. So I'm not too concerned. It'll be fine. But goodness sakes, is it cold? It's cold. 2025, starting with a vengeance. Sheila's waiting for me. I'm waiting for the air and just some heat before we hit the road. She's just chilling. If you come to this casino, you know, you have a bigger rig, obviously an HDT, they'll put you over here, just so you know. But this lot is huge. And the reason they said they did it is there's a lot of security cameras, and they actually have a guard at the gate. So there's just a lot of security here. That's what he said. But it seemed like a lot of security in the RV parking too, because he came up to tell us to move. So they're keeping an eye on things. All right, let's get this show on the road.
When they say an Arctic freeze is dumping down, they're not kidding. My fingers hurt so bad. And we're in Oklahoma, you guys. Like, holy cow. Lessons learned on the road. Oh, I don't like winter. Okay. I feel bad for Todd. He's got to finish putting the stairs in. I can't do those. They're too heavy for me. I should start lifting weights this year. That's the thing. Should start getting in shape. Who's with me? That's been my New Year's resolution or goal for 30 years. Who am I kidding? Okay, I'm gonna go look for some McDonald's. Get us some breakfast. And then we'll hit the road. Had to get all that dirt and grime off of the rig after driving in the terrible snow. Now I need to do the same thing for the Bronco. But boy, that sure looks much better. Just had to get that salt and whatever they use to, you know, coat the streets. Had to get that off of the rig. It's easier to find that for the Bronco, but that's next. It's so windy today, like 45 I think is the gusts. So, but good news, we're only 30 minutes away from our stop for the day, and we're gonna have full hookups, and I'm excited about that. You know, your life is different now, Sheila, when you get excited about full hookups. Just keeping it real. That's today's excitement. Okay, so we spent the night in a rest stop along the side of the road, and the snow finally caught up to us. Wasn't forecasted to be here until 1 o'clock today, so we thought we were going to get out before it. But it's just flurries. We're just trying to make our way to Phoenix, and finally I think the snow caught us. But the roads look fine. It's just a little bit of flurries. We are in New Mexico, so we're so close. We should be able to make it there today. Spent the night in a scenic overlook in right outside of El Paso, La Cruces, maybe? And it was a good stay. A lot of truck noise throughout the night, but we're on the road. So here we go. Snow was not in our plan.
Doing a little shopping. We got to go in here and get some new valves, 𝗲𝗃𝗃 valves, because they broke in the cold weather, if you remember. And so
It wasn't just cold.
it was bitter cold.
It was below freeze, like below zero.
Bam! Right there. Get 2 of those. The good old 𝗲𝗃𝗃 valves. These things are absolutely awesome. Okay.
Liquefied's on the shelf.
Liquefied is on the shelf.
It is right there.
We know that guy. Now, what better place to do a video than at an RV dealership? Because that's what you're getting ready to do, is to go search in all the different RVs to find the RV that's right for you. So,
And it can be a very overwhelming process.
it can. We were hoping that we can share some information with you that might help with that. So we've come up with 5 things. Let's lay them on. Let's do this thing.
We have 5 things. I think the first thing when you're going to an RV show is you have to have your list. And on that list, probably the most important thing to have on your list is what is your non-negotiables. Like 3 to 5 things that any RV you walk into, if it doesn't have this, you're walking out. Regardless of the price or how it feels or you just love it, if it doesn't have this thing, you're leaving.
Now, that could be your kitchen. That could be your bedroom. That could be as simple as what pets you're traveling, because honestly, pets are family, and a lot of times they're going to kind of help navigate what is exactly the right RV that you're going to want to live with.
And I think the thing though that I think sometimes people forget to is to just ask the questions, because you might be like, oh, I'm going to do a lot of boondocking. I really want a propane fridge.
Yeah. In our case, when we were looking at our momentum when we first started, it was the living room kitchen scenario. That
Yes.
became like the reason we chose the $395 was because that was the most important thing for our living arrangement.
Yeah, we just wanted that. It's how we wanted everything to feel, what the layout would be. But I think, like, if you see something and you're like, oh, I want a king size bed and this only has a queen, just ask. It's something that they can usually do for you, because we had to do that with our momentum. We wanted 3 air conditioners and the one we saw only had 2.
And that was during the time when the COVID stuff was happening. So that's all they had. And I said, well, we want 3 air conditioners. So it was kind of a non-negotiable. Yeah, so they took care of that. But that was a fact of we had to ask the dealership, and they were willing to work around and accommodate.
Absolutely.
So don't be afraid to ask those questions for your non-negotiables.
Yeah, but make that list, because that will be your steering point as to what you're looking for. That is, of course, after you figure out what type of RV is best for you anyway, from a travel trailer to a, Class A.
There's going to be so many different choices, and you're going to be overwhelmed. Our first RV show, we went in with what we purchased, but then we didn't even realize some of the other brands were out there, and that was an opportunity for us. Number 2, let's talk accessories. If you're going to the RV show, nobody really talks about this opportunity to look at accessories at an RV show, and this could be one of the best places to do that. And that could be as simple as our first RV show, we were found snap pads.
Oh.
And the snap pads were incredible. But if you're not buying an RV at that moment in time, you could find some incredible things that you want to accommodate your RV with while you're at the show. And show prices are always generally a little bit better in that environment, and go in with an open mind, whether it could be leveling jacks. So when we first started, the Anderson buckets were the only thing we could find. And now you've got ox blocks and you got all these different ones. So take the time, go to the accessory tents and find some deals.
Absolutely. What else you could do while you're in those tents and those areas is you can also look for which is number 3 for us, is take an opportunity to find RV parks. There are people there that are showing you different ways that you can book RV parks, different memberships for RV parks that you can find, or where
across
you
the
can
country
stay.
too.
Absolutely, from everything from Harvest
Or
Host
regional.
to RV Tonight to, you can also find, you know, new RV parks that are showing you like what their park is like Talona Ridge and Hilton Head International or Hilton Head National. Those are
Some great parks.
Yeah, and there's always new parks there.
And they might give you a deal. A lot of times you can negotiate and see if they've got, what do they have, a special for you to come visit? Well, it could save you hundreds of dollars because they could give you 2 nights for free, or you don't know what they're offering. So take those deals so when you plan your travel experience through the summer, you have something that you can call and go stop in at a great park. It's a great way to save some money and see what you're coming into.
Yeah, it gives you those options. Now, that's at the Tampa show. Now, I know also at the Quartzsite show, there's going to be RV parks that are on this side of the country. So it's going to be regionalized to where you are. So it's a great learning opportunity.
Gives you, yes, like, absolutely, because we didn't understand that when we first went in. So you kind of are overwhelmed and you're looking at everything. So RV parks become like your crutch of, if you like this region, you might go back to that RV park over and over and over, and then you branch out to see other areas as well.
That's number 3. So you can give them number 4.
And this is kind of important that nobody talks about, and that is community. And a lot of times when you're looking at the brand of RV you're going to possibly go with, community becomes something that nobody really talks about it, but it becomes something that's important. And we just heard it just this last week as well when somebody was looking at a specific brand. Community became one of those components that they were talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. Like a lot of the manufacturers have their own rally or their own different camp out and events. Grand Design is really good with that. They have their national rally, and then they have smaller regional events. Airstream does that.
Yeah, they have a huge Airstream rally each year.
There's an Alliance rally. There's a Frog rally. So just kind of dig into what kind of community are you looking for. And there's also things like escapees and places where you can plug in to just meet other like-minded people. Of course, the Switch Crew is an amazing group of people. Great place to plug in.
We take community to like that next level of relationship status, where you can have anything you want, but we also have events and crew campouts. So we've carved out our own little community niche. Not that it's a plug, but quite honestly, we have an amazing place that you could plug into for whatever you purchase.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what manufacturer you have, but those manufacturers, you might take that into consideration.
Yes, you will.
It's just a great way to meet other people that are in the RV space.
And not only that, the same people in those communities, if you're having, we'll give you an example, because we have lots of examples of having our 395. The 395, we had this experience where the breaker tripped on our refrigerator, and we couldn't figure out where this breaker was, right? And so we had to go into the Grand Design community, and somebody else with the Grand Design 395 said, look under your front step, or your step going up, take the 2 screws out, and there's a breaker box there.
Who would have thought to look under the stairs?
So that community component becomes really important, and it's great. I really like that. And along with that community component, with the brand you're choosing as well, and light bulb moment went off, also comes into the warranty aspect of things, because you're going to buy an RV, it is going to break, okay? I don't care what you're going to go with, it's breaking. You have to find out how that manufacturer treats their community and how the warranty status is handled.
Yeah. And
originally, like when we chose our Grand Design, a component of that, and they all do it differently, from, I don't know, Forest River to Alliance. But when something broke, I found out that you could submit the receipts and then Grand Design would reimburse on that first year. So I'm a person that liked to work on stuff myself. And so I didn't want to jump through a lot of hoops. So that became like really important to me. Not so much the dealership arrangement, which that's important too, that you should look at.
Yes, because that's where the service after the sale comes.
And that's a community aspect that may be weighing your decision. So when you're looking at like an Alliance Find out how Alliance is doing something, how Forest River, how Thor, how all of them are working out, and when something does go wrong, how are you going to be treated, and how that community is going to rally around you.
Absolutely.
I think that's little things that nobody really talks about. Now we come to the very last thing. Is there anything you want to add to that community aspect?
No, I think when you first get started, you're just excited to get out there and to see and travel and do all things. And then once you're out there, like, oh,
I want to hang out with some
hang
people.
out with some people. That community, don't underestimate the power of that community.
Absolutely. And you should be excited about show season. Show season's so much fun. It is so much fun.
It is a lot of fun, but brings us to number 5 is you should also go in prepared. If you know, okay, we're going to buy an RV, we're out looking, maybe you're not going to buy it at the show, or maybe you are, or maybe you're going to go to a dealer, like you're going to go to the show and figure out what you want, and then you're going to go to a dealer. You need to have the power of that sale in your hands, and that would be why we would recommend you call My Financing USA first.
Yes. And the reason we are so excited that we partner with them, and it could seem like a shameless plug, but the fact is like there is power, and you could get a conditional approval. And if you have a conditional approval ahead of time, when you go in to start negotiating and looking at the different sale prices, and you're talking to all the different dealerships, you already have like an ace in your back pocket. Yeah. Now, it doesn't mean that you're going to have the end all to be all. You still have to do your research. You still may, check some other avenues, but having some solid source behind you and knowing where you're sitting as you're talking to them, we didn't have that component when we purchased our RV, and we kind of wish that we would have. But hindsight's 2020, and we're trying to give you that information.
We're just trying to help you not repeat the same mistakes that we made, and that was one of them. With it, I wish we would have had that power in our hands when we walked into.
Now, some people, some of you might try to go to like your bank or your credit union and get that ahead of time, but there's also something about shopping multiple sources as well. So take the time, maybe check out and call and find out all those important questions that you may have. And then even after you have those and you talk to the dealership financing person that may be on site at the show, and they're gonna sit down, at least in the back of your mind, you already have pre-knowledge of some other things. Knowledge is power in that situation.
Yeah, you know, the power moves to you, and that's what you want when you're walking into a show. You want your list, you want your plan, you want to take in all of your different options, but most importantly, you want to be in the driver's seat.
Yeah. And there's peace of mind in that. So when now you're just trying to think, okay, am I getting the best deal, as you're looking at your show prices? But take the time in whatever RV show you're going to. Be excited that you're going to start this new venture. And if you're upgrading or trading to a different RV, that should be exciting because of all the memories you're going to make with your family, your friends, and your loved ones. And I don't know, there's something magical about the RV lifestyle and the community that surrounds it.
Well, and you're going out to explore, and you're going on new adventures, and that RV is going to take you there. And so it is an exciting time. I did think of number 6.
Oh, a bonus. We get a bonus?
I want to just remind you to be patient and wear comfortable shoes.
Oh, it's so big. A lot of these RV shows. I mean,
wear
think
comfy
about
shoes.
They all look the same, but this design looks different than that one that has a different floor plan from that one. Yeah. And then you may be here and you're like, on the other side of the show, there's another one you want to go look at.
Yes, and then you're going to be going up and down all of those stairs. So be prepared to be sore in the morning. Take your time. I wouldn't try to do it all in one day.
No.
Those bigger shows for sure. Just take your time. Enjoy it. Enjoy the whole process. Yeah. It's an exciting time.
It is. And if you're curious about the RV life, this is like your beginning, we did a whole series, Is the RV Life for You? Right?
Yeah, and it was like how to help you choose the RV that's best for you.
We went through different aspects of RVs, things like that. And that was about 2 years ago and stuff. So you can look through all of those and kind of go through the process yourself. And if that helps you, but it's show season, baby. It's time to go out and build some memories. It's time for you to maybe get your RV and come to one of our huddle events and meet Switch Crew, and then you become part of Switch Crew, and the next thing you do is you're leading a crew camp out. It's like,
Well,
this is fun.
that's a shameless plug.
I know, but it's so true.
It is.
We need you. We need you to get off your couch and come out and see this wonderful United States, and the people are so awesome, and you be part of it and form those amazing relationships, because we're no longer just tied to like a little regional area. We have the whole United States. We got friends all over.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I think that if you're just starting your journey, we're excited for you. Go to the show, be prepared, and we just hope to see you out on the road with whatever you purchase at your next show.
Yeah, and don't let our driving in cold weather and stuff, that's part of the journey. You just, like when we first started, we didn't turn the propane on, so if you haven't...
We didn't.
I didn't.
You didn't.
That's part of it. You're going to have to learn as you go. All right, thanks for tuning in today. If you like this style of content, if you like to hear some of our past experiences as we start our 2025 season, we're going to go out and see some different things. Like, comment, subscribe, be a doer of all things.
We're going to go check out a couple shows ourselves.
Yep, and we may just see you there.
So say hi.
And with all that being said, Sheila, say it. Say it.
We're out.